Hello everyone, in this video, I'm going to talk about Game 1 between RRQ Hoshi vs Flux Esport in the Game of the Future. Starting with the draw, RRQ Hoshi picks Minotaur, Benedetta, Cloud, Baxia, and Aurora, while Flux picks Novaria, Ruby, CC, Fedrin, and Carry. I don't think CC can go to the backline as Minotaur can easily stun her, so I don't think it's a good pick for Flux in the XP lane. As for Flux, it is hard for them to push Benedetta away from them as she has her immunity which make it hard for her to be locked. Baxia and Minotaur will be a good frontliner for RRQ Hoshi, and Flux really need to make sure Carry had a good lane and does not get shut down. This is to make sure that she can deal damage to both RRQ Hoshi frontliner that can open the door for them to win a team fight. So with that, I think RRQ Hoshi should have an easier fight to execute than Flux. For the first little fight, Minato stunned both Novara and Fedrin, then Aurora and Baxia does follow-up damage to Fedrin. Benedetta then able to finish Fedrin from the fight. Baxia managed to take the turtle, then Ruby stunned Aurora, Minato, and Baxia. Novaria then eliminates Aurora, while Benedetta and Cloud eliminates Novaria. Lastly, CC able to eliminate Minato at the bottom lane. From this fight, RRQ Hoshi takes the turtle and lost 2 heroes, while Flux lost 2 heroes. From this fight, I felt like Ruby was a bit too far from her team during the turtle fight. This caused Fedrin to be easily targeted from the enemy team. If Ruby was already in the turtle area, I think Fedrin will not be burst down that fast as she can stun the enemy with her second skill. Not only that, CC also got frozen together with Fedrin, which caused CC unable to deal damage to the backline sooner. Firefox also unable to steal the turtle as the factory holder was eliminated early in the fight. So with that, RRQ Hoshi takes the lead. For the second turtle, CC uses her ult and link Fedrin and Minotaur. Ruby then stunned Minotaur and Fedrin also dealt damage to Minotaur. But then, Minotaur still able to use his ult and stun all of Team Fireflux. Aurora also able to froze Ruby and Fedrin and her ult which causes Ruby to be low. At this time, both jungler are low and CC able to eliminate Bastia first. Then the fight was reset. After some time, Aurora got hooked by Ruby and got hit with Novaria's skill and was out from the fight. Benedetta was hiding in the bush, able to finish Novaria at the middle lane, while Baxia and Minotaur was contesting the turtle. Here we can see that Minotaur used his ult and stunned Fedrin and caused both Ruby and CC to go back to the turtle area. Then, in the end, Fedrin still able to win the retreat battle and take the second turtle, and Minotaur again was eliminated. From this fight, RRQ Hoshi lost Minotaur twice, Baxia and Aurora once, while Fireflux only loses Ruby and Novaria once. And not only that, Fireflux also get the second turtle. So, Fireflux was leading in this game. Since RRQ Hoshi mage is Aurora, in teamfight she can easily be caught as she has a short range as compared to Novaria. This means that if Aurora was interrupted, RRQ Hoshi does not have the damage to eliminate the opponents. Baxia also lost the retreat battle which made them way behind in this game. So I think RRQ Hoshi needs to do what they did previously, which is to eliminate the jungler of Fireflux first, then proceed in taking the objective. This is to make sure that Cloud does not need to leave his lane in order to help dealing damage to the team fight as they need to prioritize his farming for the late game. During the first Lord fight, Minotaur was aimed by CC, Ruby, Carry, and Fedrin. Minotaur was then eliminated from the fight. Unfortunately for Fireflux, Baxia still able to retreat the Lord. Baxia was then cornered by Fedrin, Ruby, and CC, and Baxia was eliminated from the fight. But at the same time, Cloud was pushing bottom tier 2 tower. With that, Fireflux able to eliminate 2 heroes of RRQ Hoshi, but they lost the Lord and a tier 2 tower instead. Since Carry already joined in the team fight, Minato easily melted from the fight which supposedly made RRQ Hoshi to have a hard time to contest for the Lord. But unfortunately for Fireflux, Fedrin lost the retreat battle this time. I feel like Ruby should have checked any bushes before Fireflux make the Lord solo to make sure Benedetta or Baxia unable to steal the Lord or something. But instead, in this fight, they didn't. So Baxia able to retrieve the Lord and cut the losses for RRQ Hoshi. For the second Lord fight, Baxia able to win the retrieve battle again, even though Minato's stun was a bit delayed. Since Cloud was in the fight, Ruby was melted to half her HP and she backs away. Since the Lord fight started, Benedetta was split pushing at the bottom lane. This caused the bottom tier 3 tower of Fireflux which pushed a little even before the Lord push. Since Cloud entered the fight, Fireflux played a bit carefully, maybe to avoid overextend which may eliminate them of the fight instead. But again, Fedrin lost the timing to retrieve the Lord, which made RRQ Hoshi able to take the lead of the game once again. As for the third Lord, Aurora froze Ruby at the middle push, then Minotaur airborne her. But unfortunately, there's no follow-up damage was done by Cloud as he somehow ran away. With that, Ruby able to walk away. Minotaur again was eliminated by CC and finally Fedrin able to take the third Lord. CC able to finish Baxia off after the Lord fight as no one from RRQ Hoshi able to help. I feel like the fight from RRQ Hoshi is very messy as Minotaur commits his ult to Ruby while Cloud suddenly walks away from the fight. If they just stay in the same page, maybe Ruby will be low so she have to go to base to reset. This can make it easier for Baxia to try to steal the Lord. I also don't think that Minotaur should use his ult just for a Ruby elimination as his ult is important during the Lord fight as he can stun multiple heroes and maybe Cloud can also follow up using his ult. This may lead to few heroes of Fireflux to be eliminated. But I don't know, RRQ seems to have a few communication errors that causes them to have this awkward team fight when they shouldn't have had, as their lineup is stronger if it's executed correctly. For the fourth Lord, Fireflux makes a concealed play which makes RRQ Hoshi to retreat from the river area. All this time was Benedetta was flanking. Terry able to melt Minotaur to half his HP, but Benedetta at the back petrified Novaria and burst her out from the fight first. Minotaur then commits his ult, which hits Carrie, but she able to purify. However, she then got frozen by Aurora and got eliminated. This time, Cloud was the one split pushing at the top tier 3 tower of Fireflux. 4 hero of RRQ Hoshi then chase Ruby and eliminates her. Then RRQ pushed the bottom lane and Aurora able to froze both CC and Fedrin which caused them to be eliminated and RRQ Hoshi able to finish the crystal of Fireflux and win game 1. I think Benedetta in this fight make a play that creates an advantage to her team as she make the fight to be a 4v4. Not only that, since Minotaur commits his ult which land to Carrie, this make Carrie vulnerable and even if she able to purify the first stun, she then got frozen by Aurora and got burst down. With the elimination of both Fireflux backline, Fireflux does not have the damage to shoo RRQ or Hoshi away from the base. Just like I said earlier, Fireflux cannot deal with Benedetta as she has the immunity which make it hard for them to lock her down. Carrie was also in a tough spot after both Baxia and Minotaur were next to her. I've said this in other videos that Carrie is a good marksman when she's the one being aggressive, but not when she got jumped on. So with that, Carrie was knocked out from the game. With Fedrin and Sissy left to defend the base, it's very limited to what they could do as both of them couldn't really clear their minions fast enough. So with that, RRQ Hoshi wins game 1. Like I said previously, I think that RRQ Hoshi draft have an advantages in team fight. But in this game, the team fight around the Lord Pit is very messy. If RRQ Hoshi want to prioritize Cloud farm, they need to play with 4 heroes. But it seems that RRQ does not know how to initiate the fight, which causes Fireflux to do it instead. Since Aurora's range is short, it's hard for her to enter the fight. But if RRQ decide to enter a fight, they should do it as a team so they have the damage to eliminate the opponent or make them low so they will back away from the Lord Pit area. But most of the time, Minotaurs get slow in the start of the fight which make it easier for him to be targeted. Not only that, Minotaur was not able to time his stun well to make sure that the enemy jungler unable to contest for the objective. Thankfully, Baxia wins most of the retreat battle. I know RRQ Hoshi wins this game, But from their draft, I think that they should, and they should win this game more easily as compared to this. They really need to improve their communication and also their game plan, as I don't see them working as a team just yet. So, that's all I'm going to say about Game 1 between RRQ Hoshi and Team Fire Flux Esport in the game of the future. Thank you for watching and have a good day.